Hey, JC back here. Got a first video. Well, I think this is my first video of 2023. I think I made one Sunday yet or anything. But so anyways, this is not going to be a long video, just a quick video talking about my most carried knives, not necessarily my favorite knives, but the ones I seemed to carry the most last year. And a lot of it really hasn't changed since the year before last. In my opinion, last year there's a couple really cool releases, but for the most part, I passed on a lot of stuff. That's why I really didn't get a lot of knives last year. I mean, there was one, and I will be showing this too. It's my first knife of 2023. Just got it in today, actually. Just came in. And the reason I got it, I was kind of holding out for it, because it was one of those deals where it's a cool knife. I really wanted it, but I didn't really want to spend the money at the time, so I waited until I got some gift cards. So got some gift cards and used the gift cards on that, so it worked out pretty good. But real quick, all right, just to start off with my most carried work knives. I don't know if you've heard me talk about it before, but I'm a fleet mechanic. I'm actually a foreman at a shop, so do a lot of cutting tape and zip ties and cutting boxes open for parts and different stuff that we have coming in. So I use pocket knives every day, multiple times a day. So, and this was a favorite of mine from last year, but it's still a favorite. And this is my PM2. Didn't really flip it out there. I cut my finger the other day because I had a knife in my pocket, so now I'm kind of leery. But I had a knife and I was looking for it, and I'll show it to you real quick next. But it was in one of my work pants, and I went to pull it out and flip it open, and I was holding my work pants like this and just cut my finger like that, doing that, trying to flick it. So I'm trying not to, get too close to my hand when I'm doing that. So kind of leery. But this one, I don't know if you can tell or not, but I've already sharpened it. I know at least 2 or 3 times. Good sharpenings, not just touch-ups. But yeah, I used the crap out of this PM3. I think I said PM2 the first time, but this is actually a PM3. And I got this knife. It was the I forget what type of camo they call it. It's like a computerized camo or something they call it. But I dyed it blue myself, and just with the RIT dye. You can see how to do it online. But I love this knife. I should probably get another one. I have several PM2s. I only have one PM3. I should probably get another PM3. So this was the knife I cut my finger on. But like I said, I had it in my work pants, and I was going crazy for it. And finally, I caught it before I washed them and pulled it out, like I said. And that's what happened when it opened. I went to close it, and that's what happened. So this is one of my Hogue Decas. I have a bunch of Hogue Decas, and this is the Generation 1. They have a second Generation 1 that just came out, and it has 2 less screws in it. Basically, it's all. And I think they use a little bit different material on the handle, I think. But I'm thinking it's probably about getting one. But I don't know if I'm, really that worried about it, because I have 3. I have this one. I have one in, it's black, half flat dark earth. And then I have the one in the pure black, and it's got the black blade too. And that one's really, really cool. But I'm almost afraid to use that one at work, because I'm afraid I'd lay it down somewhere and not be able to see it. This one's a little brighter, but I will get one of the second generations one. But I think what I want to get is I want to get just the standard flat dark earth one. But every time I go to look for it, when it's on, because I'm waiting for it's on sale, kind of, because I have so much crap. I don't want to just buy full price just to do it. But every time I look at that one's gone. One of the first ones gone. So anyways, this is the first generation Hogue Deca. Like I said, to me, in my opinion, this is the best knife out there for the money, because you don't have to do any type of modifications on it. It's just good right out of the box. You'll hear me talk about bug outs later, but bug outs, to me, the grabbery, I can't stand the grabbery. Yeah, it's a really, really light knife and stuff, but I don't know, there's something about it. I just think it's cheap feeling, so I don't like that. But anyways, so that's my top 2 carry knives at work. I mean, there's other ones I carry, but that's just the 2 I always seem to have in my pocket for some reason. So let me do my new knife real quick. So this knife is a knife I just got, and this is the Native 5 series, which is the shape of it, and it's Spyderco. This is a made in America one, but this is the salt version, and I've been wanting this version for a while, but I don't like yellow. So I'm like, maybe they'll come out with an orange or something else. And I saw the green. I'm like, yeah, the green's cool. And then I get the gift cards, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm getting. It is a little tight. Just got it brand new, so I can open it with one hand, but it's a little stiff. It probably needs some oil. But beautiful lockup. zero blade play. Great feeling knife. And if you guys haven't seen about the Salt series, they actually use the same steel that NASA uses. So they actually have some sitting in tanks at their Colorado Spring, or their Golden, Colorado showroom, and they're submerged in salt water. So you can actually submerge these knives in salt water, never a problem. To me, the reason I got this is, sorry about my dog, he's chasing squirrels, but it's for wintertime, because we work on the plow trucks and the sanders. So if I forget to wipe it off or something like that, it's not that big of a deal. I can just get to it when I see it next, and just clean it then. So I've mainly got this to use in salt. So it's got a good, or not a theme, but whatever the word I'm looking for. It's there's a method to the madness of why I bought it, put it that way. But a really cool knife. If you have one, let me know. And also let me know too if yours was tight when you first got it. Probably just need to oil it and break it in, but we'll see. All right, so now we're going to this is kind of a everyday type of pocket knife for me, like when I'm going out to town, if I'm wearing something nice, if we're going out to dinner or whatever. And this knife, this seems to be the knife. I've been carrying this pretty much every day I've been going out since I've got this knife, and I love it. And this is the Rockwell. So this thing is just, it's Tactile Knife Company, Rockwell. But it's the thumb stud version. Evidently they had a flipper version at first. Not a huge flipper fan. I do have some flipper knives, but for some reason, for the fit and finish, I just like the thumb stud. That's just me, and it's really, really cool just to be able to flick it out. You know, it's, the action is just magnificent. And I have been using this to open some stuff, you know, not much, just a little bit of cardboard and boxes, Christmas time, things like that. And one thing I will say, because a couple people asked me, but about the Magna Cut, it seems to not necessarily stain, but like it gets, I don't know, it's kind of getting, what do you call that, wherever you get, not necessarily fingerprints and stuff on it, but anyways, whatever the word I'm looking for. Evidently 2023, I can't speak today, but patinas, it seems to patina pretty quickly. But as far as sharpness, man, I mean, the edge is just beautiful. Had a piece of clay or something on that. But stainless is going to be my new, or not stainless, like I said, I can't speak. Titanium is going to be my new go-to, because something about the titanium, just the feel of it, and I love the texturing on this titanium. I have another bug out that I did in titanium, but usually when I go out, for some reason I stick to carbon fiber. I always have. Like, I just like the look of carbon fiber, but it's something about this titanium now. And I like this knife so much. I have an Atom, and I'm going to show that one next. I went ahead and ordered some titanium scales for that. I have an Atom and a Neutron. But let me guys know if you have the titanium scales on that as well, because that's one of my favorite knives. And the carbon fiber just makes it a great knife compared to the other scales, but the titanium, I think, is going to be the ticket on those. I just got the scales because, like I said, I have several of each, so there's no point in me buying a new knife, because, as you guys know, they've raised the prices on everything. So you pretty much got to be either getting free knives or spending all your money on knives to get knives every other week that you want. So, but anyway, so we'll talk about that next, I guess. And this one is the Atom. It's not the Neutron, it's the Atom. Three Rivers Manufacturing. This one, to me, it doesn't have the best feel on it. It has the micarta scales on it. I love the look of the micarta. So when I go out to town or something like that, it just, I don't know, it kind of blends into blue jeans, you know, like when you're going out like grocery shopping or something like that. Not necessarily a dressy knife, but when I go out in blue jeans or something, I love this knife. And I do like the micarta. And like I said, I have another one in carbon fiber, and I have other scales too. But I'm going to convert one to the titanium, and we'll see how that goes. But the only thing I don't like about the micarta is, versus the G10 and the carbon fiber, is this seems to get a little slippery. But I do like the way it fades and stuff like that. You know, it's get your oils on it from your fingers, and it has like different look to it. So this is one of the best, or my most carried knives of last year. In the other ones I have with the different scales as well. All right, and now we'll talk about the bug out. Well, I have one in the titanium scales. The titanium scales I have, they're not the textured ones. They're the ones that they're just smooth titanium, but they have a real cool design on them. I don't know if I've showed it in the video yet. I probably will. But, you know, these, to me, in my opinion, it's a great knife, but the grabbery scales they put on them from the factory, once you get carbon fiber or titanium or even the aluminum scales, it's just a brand new knife. I mean, it's just, the action on this is just, oh my God, it's beautiful. And I went ahead and did a little touch to this. I built this one myself. This isn't the one that came like this. I ordered the screws. My wife actually got these scales for me for my birthday, and I put this knife together. It was a brand new one. I carried it for like a couple weeks, and I'm like, the grabbery sucks, and I put this together. So now I have this one and a titanium one as well, and the grabbery scales are just sitting on the shelf somewhere or something. I don't know, but yeah, this bug out, I throw this in my pack all the time. I actually just wore it the other day. We opened our presents, or yesterday, yeah, for New Year's, and went over my my in-laws' house and stuff, and we did presents over there yesterday. So I was using this, passing around. I was talking about how cool of a knife it was. You know, us knife people, we know what bug outs are, but most people, they have no idea what a bug out is. But, you know, like I said, I really like this one. I think it's really cool. I do still like the carbon fiber, but like I said, I think I'm gearing more towards the titanium stuff, even though it's more expensive. But anyways, that's just my most carried knives of last year, and also my brand new, or my first knife of this year. So I will be reviewing those titanium scales when I get them in, and I'll do a video talking about the difference between titanium and carbon fiber, or what I think, you know, the difference in them. But anyways, this is JC again. Let me know if you have any of these knives, or what your most carried knives of last year were.